Hey everybody, welcome back to Mining Modern. I'm Corbin and this is Devotion to Genesis Wave. That's the best way to put it, I think, because it really sums up very quickly why I want to play this deck, which is because I want to cast Genesis Wave. It's pretty simple. This hand, not great. However, it does, we're on the play, and it has the turn 1 mana dork, which you want, into a turn 2 draw spell, which is great, and Nykthos. So that's actually a lot of things already. It really just is almost just a win condition away from being good. From being great, as a matter of fact. Oop, not going to be able to cast that like that, am I? Okay. So the point of the deck is to add a bunch of mana, both with Nykthos and Garruk and Utopia Sprawl and Arbor Elf and just all these really cool ways to make a bunch of mana. And, well, there you go, speak of it. And then to cast something really large. Namely, we want to cast Genesis Wave. And then we just go off. You put a bunch of stuff into play, including more Nykthos, more Garruks, Eternal Witnesses, get back Genesis Wave, and just by the end of the turn, you just have this massive, massive board. And you can just loop and loop and loop, as you saw in the first match. That's the goal. That's the dream. It can also win more sort of fair games where you just kind of fill the board with guys and then overrun with Garruk. Now, we'll see what our opponent's up to here. Leads on a Bird's Paradise of his own. But we can play Garruk next turn because this Nykthos, with our current board, will actually tap for 4 mana. Uh-oh. So it's a Devoted Druid combo here. Or we might just die next turn. But if we don't... Alright, we can actually do quite a bit this turn. Drawing that last flame was kind of rough, but... Alright, so we have 6 green, huh? That's pretty good. Alright, it's not a land on top of our deck. I guess I had to play this land, so I couldn't play it at the end of it all. We will attack. Okay, well, good news is we're set up. Unfortunately, I mean, Arbor Elf is okay, not great here. So that's good news. Bad news is we could actually just be dead if our opponent has Vizier of Remedies here. The lightning bolts will be coming in out of the sideboard, I know that. If we had Genesis Wave on top of our deck, though, think about it. Next turn, we could Nykthos for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Untap it, do it for 8 again. Have 9, 10, 11 mana on turn 4 to Genesis Wave for 8. Or just to cast Greater Hoof, which would also end the game pretty well. Okay, interesting. Our opponent's doing this. What does that mean? This gives them enough to cord for it, I suppose. Cute. Just died on turn 3. And I've died on turn 3 quite a bit. See what our opponent has, though. He's got to have a way to kill us. Ronus will do it. Well, that's fun. Just another turn 3. Gosh. Man. That's unfortunate. Okay, lightning bolts, please. Alright, cut some of the slower stuff here. Cut the openness. So, yeah, I think this is fine. Scavenging Ooze seems okay, I guess. It's probably better than, like, this other Courser, maybe? Maybe better than... No, maybe it's just better than the other Oath of Nissa. Because our opponent's not really interact with us much. Primal Command's okay, not great. Primeval Titan's pretty slow here. Crumble Dust irrelevant. Relic pretty much irrelevant. I think. These decks, even if they play Kitchen Finks, they don't necessarily combo with the graveyard anymore. This here would be pretty reasonable, as a matter of fact. I'm going to keep this. It would be better if we'd had an Arbor Elf, of course, to go with Utopia Sprawl. But we do still have a turn 2 Wistful Sulky, a turn 3 Wistful Sulky. There's a Genesis Wave at the end of it. So we just need to basically not get turn 3 comboed out again. That was pretty rough. It wasn't very fun. It's kind of crazy how that combo has died off because it's so good. And you can build those Abzan decks or Green White or whatever to be really resilient, and they get to play Collected Company after all. And just like, you know, great value creatures like Kitchen Finks and so on. So it's kind of crazy to think about how, you know, that combo came out and it just completely transformed Abzan Company decks, and it was just incredible. And then it just kind of died. So it's just kind of surprising. Because, you know, as you can see in this match, it's still very, very good. Alright, so Lightning Bolt will keep us from dying a little bit, so that's nice. Shock ourselves here, but that doesn't seem too relevant. Alright, get this Selkion in there. Alright, Garrick is great if we draw a land here. Drawing land would be the dream. Our opponent, Mulligan, kept a one-lander and did not get there, so I guess that's a dream of another sort. So let's try game 3. I guess that's fair. One game you kill me on turn 3, the next game you don't get a second land. It's reasonable, fair, and balanced Magic, I suppose. This is a keep. Not great in that it doesn't do anything yet. It makes mana. Any Utopia Sprawl we draw is going to be awesome. But it has the Lightning Bolt, so I don't think... When our opponent killed us on turn 3 in the first game with Vizier combo, I don't think we can mulligan the Lightning Bolt. That hand is fine. We can also E-Witness back the Lightning Bolt. I'd love for him to just throw out the Druid here. Ballista, annoying. Okay. Not the end of the world, really, though, because we can just play the other Arbor Elf this turn. You know, Arbor Elf is great and the best one-drop mana dork in the deck when we have Utopia Sprawl out. Okay, well, we'll Lightning Bolt this. I was going to say, but when you don't have Utopia Sprawl, it's not necessarily that much better. Alright, Primal Command. Alright, so I'm just going to Eternal Witness back the Lightning Bolt here. So I would say this is some reasonable value we have going on. You know, he traded Ballista for our Mana Dork, and that seems fine for us. He traded Scavenging Ooze for Lightning Bolt. It's fine. And now we have Lightning Bolt again. And then we have Primal Command next turn. And there's a Vizier we get to shoot down. This all seems sort of fine. And now we hit the Genesis wave too. That's nice. Don't have enough mana to really make it good yet, but I go ahead and get on in there with the Witness. And now we get to have some fun. Alright, get a forest here. Untap a forest. Alright. So we want to put something on top. So put target non-creature permanent on top of the library and search for a creature card and put it into our hand. So we'll put the Overgrown Tomb on top of his deck, and we will go get, I think, just another Eternal Witness. And we actually have a lot of options here because we can Eternal Witness back the Primal Command or the Lightning Bolt. And we can just keep looping. We don't have enough mana to really go off with it right now in terms of doing multiple times a turn, but it's good enough. The opponent can concede to the value. Well, that was kind of a good follow-up. That first match, we got to go off and live the dream. That one, we just kind of grinded. You know, we got there. We get comboed out on turn 1, on turn 3 in game 1, and then in game 2, our opponent doesn't get a great one. But there, we really just, that was just the Eternal Witness value engine, which is a backup plan this deck has. When you don't just have the nut draw and you go off and explode your whole deck onto the field, just buy back a Lightning Bolt or a Primal Command every turn. You know, our opponent there, that turn he has to draw and replay land. Don't know what he's going to do with it. Next turn, we play Eternal Witness and a land, and we get a draw step. We get back the Primal Command. So, you know, let's see what we're going to draw here. We're going to draw Utopia Sprawl. Perfect. So, next turn, we were going to play Eternal Witness, play Utopia Sprawl, get back Primal Command. The turn after that, we were going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands in play and a Utopia Sprawl. So, that would have been 7, 8, 9 mana to play the next Eternal Witness and replay the Primal Command yet again. And, you know, it just, as you can see, just this whole time, not only are we beating our opponent down or keeping him from doing anything, and at the end of it, we have a bunch of mana for this Genesis wave because we're hitting land drops and so on. So that was pretty fun. That was a really good demonstration of all the modes of the deck, really. So that was awesome. I'm Corbin Hausler. This is Mining Modern. This is a pretty fun Genesis wave deck. So thank you for watching.